Hi, I'm Deb Kelsch from Finish Well Health Coaching, and it's time once again to look in the fridge. Here we go. Let's see. Here. Let's see what's in here. Chicken. Yeah. Mm. We got some egg wraps. There's a bell pepper. Let's make fajitas. There's cheese. Some sour cream. Onion. See what we have here. Some pico. Delicious. So I have some fresh pico here that I made yesterday. If you'd like to see how to make this, see my episode on dashboard cooking. I will try and patch that video in to this one so you can see how to make it. You're going to need tomatoes, an onion, cilantro, cumin, a lime, and I think that's it. Maybe some garlic. So there you have it. I will patch that video in. So you should probably make that first. That will be the garnish. So now we're going to make some pico just like we did in our last episode. Same exact process. That's what we're going to do. And when that's done cooking out there, we're going to use that as a garnish and it's going to taste delicious. Chop it up small. That looks good. Now a hot car at 80 degrees will be over 100 degrees in 30 minutes. So this absolutely will work, especially since we're just reheating leftovers that we've already made. It's about the same temperature as you would dehydrate. If you have a dehydrator, I usually dehydrate things at 150 degrees. Might not get quite that hot in the car, but it'll be hot enough to cook. I've cooked eggs, I've cooked pizza, I've cooked sausages. I even cooked chicken cacciatore on the dashboard. onions in just like before. Got my garlic. Putting some garlic in there. Ooh, that's strong. That's going to be delicious. Some cumin. We got our lime. Gonna squeeze that right in. Some cilantro. When that's done cooking, we're gonna garnish it with pico and put some sour cream on it. And that tiny pita will be a full-size meal. If you want to keep cilantro in the fridge and use it again, it's best to store it like you would store a bouquet of flowers. Put the stems upright in a jar and fill it with water, just like you're putting flowers in a vase. It will stay good a lot longer. Take that out. There's our pico. There we have that. So now, back to what I have chosen. We have some grilled chicken. Just grilled that up last night. A red bell pepper. An onion. Sour cream. Some Mexican cheese. And we have egg wraps. I'll be using avocado oil today. Got my pan ready. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of oil in there and heat it up to medium. I'm going to cut the pepper. I'm going to cut this into thin strips. Now I've said this before, I'm using organic bell peppers. These seeds will grow if you plant them in your garden. Put these in my pan. Now I'm going to cut some onion. You can use any type of onion you like. I like sweet red onion. I think it's the most versatile. I can use it in a salad, and it's got that sweet flavor. Or I can use it to make pico or in a stir fry. We're going to heat these up till the onions start to caramelize. I'm going to add some more pepper, some more onion. That should be fine. Now, if you like spicy, you can add hot peppers. Got some cayenne peppers here that somebody gave me from their garden. I've added these to the pico, but you can add them either to the pico or to the mix of onions and peppers that are cooking. Make sure you wear gloves. These are hot. Now, earlier in the week I made steak fajitas, so I used my seasoning for those fajitas. But what I have is taco seasoning. And if you look at the ingredients on the back, they're the same. So I'm going to use this for my fajitas. If you're making your own, if you don't have the seasoning, you want to use garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, and black pepper. Now I keep this in my fridge all the time, so I'm going to use it because I have it. Now I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to add some chicken. You can also use steak or pork or whatever protein you like, fish. This just happens to be what I have right now. Now I have 1/8 of a cup of filtered water. I'm going to pour that in there and turn down the heat. And I'm going to add the seasoning. Ooh, 7 servings per container. Good thing I looked at that. I would have used it all. So I'm going to just pour a little bit in here. 2 teaspoons. Stir this up. Ooh, that smells good. Gonna simmer that right now. Got my pan ready. You can tell it's all burnt around the edges. That's because I cook everything on high and off. Trying to get better at that. So I'm going to come over here now. I'm going to have 2 fajitas. So I'll get out 2 egg wraps. Before I do this, I'm going to oil up this pan so they don't stick. There we go. You can also use butter. I don't have good luck with butter. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this right on my wrap. Going to turn the oven on to 350. I have some left, so I'll make another one. So now I'm going to roll these up. And I'm going to see if these will crisp up. So I have here a skewer. What I'm going to do is stick this through here. So that they stay in position. Now I'm going to put these in the oven. For about 20 minutes. I'm going to let this cook for 20 minutes. I might take a peek at it a little bit early. I've only done this once, but I'd like these to crisp up, so we'll see how they're doing in maybe 15-20 minutes. So I have about 8 minutes left on the timer, but it's done, so let's check it out. Okay, they're crispy now. Be careful, this skewer is very hot. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to cover this with cheese. I like a lot of cheese, so I'm going to add some sharp cheddar to this. And now I'm going to put it back in the oven just until the cheese is melted. So this is kind of a cross between an enchilada and a fajita. The inside is like a fajita, but the outside is like an enchilada. Last time I made it with steak and it was really delicious. Okay, let's check it out. I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer until the cheese is all gooey. You can tell right here it needs to be melted a little bit more. About 5 more minutes. Okay, I can't wait any longer. I'm too hungry, so I'm gonna take this out. Look at that. Ooh. Got my plate ready. Let's see. Skewer is hot. I'll use the spatula here. Ooh, they're stuck. All right. Put these on the plate. You can see it's kind of stuck to the pan here. I'm gonna pull the skewer out. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my sour cream. Now you can put it right on top of there. I'm gonna put it on the side here. I'm gonna do the same thing with my salsa here, my pico. Put it right here. You can put it right on top if you prefer. I have a lime wedge, which I'll use for a garnish. When I eat that, I will squeeze the lime over it. That'll give it a little more tang. And I have a pepper that I can also use as a garnish. Look at that. Mmm. And now I'm ready to eat. I'm really ready to eat. That looks fabulous. I just want to give a quick shout out to Bill for the peppers. Thank you. These are wonderful.